Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you are watching me this afternoon. Today I'm coming to you from a very particular place. In fact, this place is where I work. Most of you might wonder which place is this, but I want to tell you I'm in East African Kenya. And as usual, I'm Evans Okongo from Kenya. This is where I work. At the background is the school where I actually operate. Most of you have never known I'm a teacher by profession. I want to tell you that for real I'm a teacher, and I've been practicing teaching for the last many years. This is my 17th year in the public, but in private plus public I've actually been a teacher for now, let's say 20 years. From probably 2005. When those of you are watching and can remember, I was at Momokoro. But before Momokoro, I graduated from Shansu Teachers College, a college that was so good. In fact, I miss those good times of our principal, Mr. Zero. I believe some of my Shansu colleagues are watching. And if you can remember, kindly you can comment down there. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Evans Okongo from Kenya. Though by the time we were working, we were learning. Actually, much was not known about Hispania, where we were coming from. But I want to appreciate God and the inception, all the incumbents of YouTube, that most people now can be able to know Hispania, majorly through that very famous village called Nyabohanse, where almost every YouTuber is born from. So all through the time I've been quiet, but I'm also very aggressive religiously. I've been going out to preach and evangelize. So most of you tend to wonder, is this a pastor? Is this who? Okay, once you love God and you are saved, you definitely become a peculiar human being, and therefore being a pastor is one among the many things I like being. But professionally, I am a teacher by profession. And by faith of religion, I'm also an elder in a church. I'm also a very aggressive evangelist who actually evangelize. Throughout the times, all the past, I've been giving you vlogs on where I went preaching over the holiday. This is what I'm used to doing all through the times. Time is around now 3, and most boys and girls are out. Some are wondering, they've never seen me actually take a video around. So don't mind about the background, but listen. These are my boys and girls whom I teach, and sometimes they might wonder. You know, we give you a vlog whenever we find it necessary. Like today it was ending and I've not actually done a video for you. You might wonder. So this evening I'm so happy, I'm so grateful to my God. God has been so good. Mutoke karibu ninaongea. Sawa sawa? Mutoke nyuma huko. So I was just reminding them to move a little because their eyes might be very much glued to what I'm doing, to a point that what I wanted to tell my people maybe can lapse and I'm unable to do the same. So ignore the noise in the background, but listen. I'm so grateful to God for what God has done unto me for the times past. Vijana, naomba mcheze mbali kidogo. Mbali kidogo. I'm so happy for what God has done to me. I've been traversing in this world very much, and I've seen all. In fact, I've seen a lot. I've seen controversies, I've seen joys, I've seen a lot of issues in the workplace where I live, with friends, with accomplices, you know, a lot. But as the title of the video goes, I want to encourage you that you should never give up in life. Giving up should not be an option. I remember even when we did our college, graduating was not easy. Coming out of that place in Mombasa was not very easy because we were living in totally abject poverty. Even affording a morsel was difficult, but God is good. we were able to come out and later got to marry. Later, we have families and God is good. So what I'm learning as I grow, in fact, I'm not very old, neither am I too young. What I'm learning is that you must be resilient in anything that you do. Even these vlogs that I take, in fact, requires a lot of commitment. You must be a person who is very much committed, so that you realize what you anticipate. Sometimes, you begin, people start now ridiculing you, telling you funny stories. But if you listen to people as if you are living for them, chances are you will waste your fortune. So Mimi, I don't bother. People can say anything, how they feel, how they wish, I don't mind. But what I know, God has the destiny of everyone. You and I. So whatever you think is very right, just like the scriptures put it, that whatever your hand gets to do it with all your might, because there is nothing that you will be doing in the world where you will be going. Nothing totally, nothing completely. So you must work hard, because every level I've just been living and seeing has not been an easy level. Our total, they are disturbing a lot. So, every level, even this video I'm taking, I wanted to take it in the office. Toto Kelele. So, I have to give you a vibe at the end of the day. You don't give up. You don't give up. Giving up will be the last option. Yeah? That's what I mean. You should have no reason to give up in life. Growing in all those difficult terrains, sometimes having hiccups here and there. I remember one day after finishing school, I went for employment. In fact, I'm born in a place where let's say, I'm born in a place where I was not meant to be. That is, if you are let's say you are a particular clan or you are a particular tribe, and then born in a different place where people speak different language, sometimes there is a lot of segregation. So I remember when we were going for employment, my name, Evans Okongo from Kenya, this name brought me issues. And I know a few of my colleagues are watching. It was not easy. But whom am I to give up? People are being interviewed. You are called here and there to be asked who you are. But you never choose to be what you are. God gives you a name. God gives you a family. God gives you anything you are. In fact, you can't brag. But I want to thank all of those who stood with me all through. Friends, relatives, those who have been praying for me. We secured that employment. And that helped me to be what I am today. I've never been such bad the way it was anticipated. But I've grown knowing that anywhere you go, anything you do, you must have issues. Here, there, everywhere. So if you have never known, just be aware that nothing should stop you. Don't look at people with a lot of segregation. Nobody chooses to be what he or she is. I don't know whom I'm talking to, but I believe somebody somewhere is listening. We've gone through difficulties, we've gone through a lot of issues in life, but God is good always, as well as given us reason to smile and be happy. Even Obama, in fact, I was reading another journal another day, when he was doing a campaign in one of the particular places, people were calling him names, but God is good, he became the president that he was. Even Donald Trump, after trying to become the president for the second time, somebody wanted to assassinate him. So, I mean, for you to be anything, you must go through some hiccups. Even David, the one we read in the scriptures, for God to crown him a king. David was a shepherd. He was taking care of his father's flock. in the wilderness. Sometimes he could be met by the bears and the lion, and he was able to challenge them. But God is good. When he came out of that and even challenged Goliath, and they killed Goliath, what followed next was the biggest challenge of his life, challenging the incumbent king, which was not easy. But he never gave up, never gave up. We should learn from these patriarchs of faith. We should learn. And I'm actually having my thought, learning a lot from those people. Never giving up. I like that. Anything. It can be a disease you are fighting. It can be a relationship issue you are fighting. It can be a terminal illness you are fighting. Everything has an end. You must never give up. You must always keep your spirit alive and very fervent. It has never been easy. It will never be easy either. So, I look upon whoever is reading or watching this, that any struggle you do, it can be a business struggle, it can be tokeni hapo nyuma, it can be a business struggle, it can be a work struggle. Some people want to bear even children. It's very difficult for them to realize this. Some want to marry, but getting Mr. Right or Mrs. Right has become so difficult a thing. Some are seeking for employment opportunities which have never come across their line. A lot of issues. Some want to even start a business venture, but it is there becoming difficult to begin this way. You find things are going that way, becoming difficult more often than once. It's my desire to remind you this afternoon that you are not alone. You are not the only one who has been suffering. A lot of people have suffered there before, but if you become so resilient, God is good all the times, you'll always end up succeeding. So nowadays I'm here where you've seen the background where a lot of young boys and girls are playing. Others have never seen me do this, what I'm doing today. You know, they are watching from my back, wondering what am I doing. But nonetheless, we have to go on. We have to understand. It's not my intention. I've tried to put them off. Sometimes it becomes very difficult. So this is time for leisure. I'm not also in the office. I'm also resting, and you know, when I rest, I do this as a part-time job. And it makes me feel so happy. So wherever you are, whatever you are doing, the struggles you are undertaking, begin a day with prayer. Prayer. Cast all your burdens, cast all your struggles upon Christ. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says so. For he is interested about our being. So when you see things are not working your way, that's not the time to say, oh, I wish I knew or I thought I could. No. Just be hopeful. Remain hopeful always. Whatever you want to dare it even more. If you planted last year and maize did not work, what you do, plant even more. Struggle, go an inch higher. Every day should be a day of improving. But for those of us who use their negative energy to critique people negatively as if they own the future for them, I want you to maybe look for a way and change, because we need change in life. If you don't change, I don't know who will change you. Learn to change. Be a good person. Be an ambassador of your own self. Because when you become so envious, envy is a root cause of all transgressions that are happening in the world. You might think God has forgotten you, but no. God has a reason for everything. I was listening the other day. Actually, I do watch YouTube a lot when I'm free. I was following up another girl, a lady I find in YouTube called Dee Mwango. He was saying that she has been in the YouTube for 5 years, but the first year she got nothing. But she never gave up. She's very consistent. She's showing up every time and again when she finds time. Not her only, and many more have tried to become anything. You struggle a lot to be somebody. So make sure you work hard wherever you are. Even if you are a student watching this, failing one particular running area in a one particular time does not make you lose everything. You must learn to work hard. And Sister Leslie, you should never stop working hard. Because the moment you do small things repeatedly, you become wise, and at the end of it all, you become very wise, and you become very blessed in whatever you are doing. So it's my request, my humble prayer that wherever you are, you work hard. Stop thinking that somebody took your blessing. Nobody is taking anybody's blessing. In fact, you need to struggle and struggle on your own. This world you are alone without anybody, but with your God. You know, there's a saying that says, everybody for himself or herself, and God for us all. So if you know that, then you should struggle towards that, so that God can give you the success that you so deserve. And He is the one in the book of Jeremiah chapter 33 verse number 3 who says that, call me. When you have difficulties, call me and I will answer you. And I will show you difficult things that you have never known. The same book of Jeremiah chapter 29 verse 11. Jeremiah was giving prophecy of God about the people who had been taken captive to that far distant land by King Nebuchadnezzar. So Jeremiah was telling them that the plans God have for you are good plans. Plans to make you prosperous, not plans to kill you. Good plans. So you might be plunged into some problem and think that you are alone in that problem. God has a reason as to why you are there. You might be suffering. It can be a family hiccup where you find even your spouse is becoming unruly. But God has a way of doing things to help you at the end of it all. Because of the background noise, I'll continue with this lesson maybe tomorrow when I find an opportunity in a very serene environment so that we share together. I want to appreciate all of you who have found time. And kindly, if you are new here in this platform, kindly remember to subscribe, like, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend about Evans Okongo from Kenya. Today I was just trying to encourage you never to give up. God improves. I remember sometimes back, we've been working with very difficulties, a lot of difficulties with the way leadership was, maybe, you can't tell. But some even want to even make sure they suppress you to a point that you cannot breathe. But who is God? God is so good. At the appointed time, God makes things to happen. And we appreciate Him every now and again, whenever we find an opportunity. So my message, if you can get it this evening, is never give up in anything that you are doing. Maybe through that hardship you are undergoing, one day you will tell the society where and how God has brought you up. Be blessed. Have it well. See you when I can't escape as usual. Evans Okongo from Kenya. As I sign out, remember to tell friends to subscribe. And if you are new, don't forget. Subscribe and let's meet for more vlogs. Thank you very much.